Good day, it's Robert from Picquic. I wanted to introduce you to our line. This is one of our first drivers we made in 1988. I still have it in the vintage packaging. We've made a vast improvement to the product since then, still made in Canada. If I may, I'll introduce you to the 6-pack plus, the one that started it all. So when you get your 6-pack, you'll see that there's 6 bit locations and a 7th one stored in the hip. We have a 1/4-inch magnetic holder here, so you simply push the bit through, select the one you want. Of course, you can see the various bits here. It slides in with a magnetic collar and, of course, secures the bit. We have a hex bolster on our shank so that if you need to, you can apply a crescent wrench and give you extra leverage here. The other thing is the bits being magnetic, just store in like so. It's also a 3-inch bit, and why that's important, it's not a proprietary bit system, so you can put this in any of your impact drills and any of your drivers. And of course, if you ever need to replace a bit, you can get one from us. But being a standard 3-inch bit, you can just simply grab one and insert it into your screwdriver. Also, if the bit load is not what you desire, you can always pick up the bit that you might need the most and slot it in. We do have Canadian, US, and international bit loads already predetermined, which will be in our spec sheets, so we have the right bits for your market. So from the 6-pack, we then naturally needed a smaller driver, so we invented the stubby. So this is the same system. It uses a 1.25 inch long 1-inch style bit. So of course it indexes the same way. It has the hex bolster on there. And again, you use our same bit storage system where you simply slide the bits through. From the stubby, we have one that specializes more to the HVAC and plumbing industry. So this has the same features, benefits as the 6-pack. So of course it has your standard bit load. But we also have built-in nut drivers. Being a 1/4-inch shank, we have a 1/4-inch nut driver. And then for gear clamps in plumbing, we also have 5/16. So you just simply flip this around. It also accepts the bits on the 1/4 or 5/16 side. And so certainly you can use it like so. And it also, you can index the 1/4-inch bit in here and use it as a nut driver extension in your drill. So that gives you the full functionality. For a plumbing specific Super 8, we would include a Schrader valve as well, which is used a lot to pull out the Schrader valves in valve systems. So the Schrader valve comes in the plumbing version. From there, I'd like to introduce our 3 new industrial models. Now, what's great about these is that instead of screwdriver bits in here, of course, we have a Torx. So this has all of your automotive, and now more than ever in the building supply industry, people are using Torx, especially with their deck fasteners. So this is all your Torx bits. It's packaged in this solid color blue, so you can identify it as Torx. And now we have 2 Allen key versions, SAE and metric. So SAE identified by the international yellow, metric by red handle. And of course, now you have your metric Allen keys and you have your imperial Allen keys, all stored in a convenient handle. So these are nice because 2 drivers can satisfy about 95% of the Allen keys that you'd come across in your market. Keeps them organized, keeps them together, and you know what you need. We then introduced our fine line, or our micro driver systems. So people needed to use jewelry size screw bits. So this goes down to 00, 0, and 1. So this is great for eyeglasses. This is good for electronics, children's toys, battery compartments. Is a fantastic little driver. You can store it in your junk drawer at home, or for guys, electricians, if they have micro screws. The teeny turner is what we call this one, is fantastic. And then also a slim handle design. This was done to achieve a price point, but also one that could be used more at home. Slender handle design, smaller diameter bits. So if you needed to get in, we call this one the micro driver. So this one's fantastic for your toolbox. And then if I may, the last items that we've produced is a brand new driver. We affectionately call this one the Pick. You'll notice that it's a small handheld driver. It contains 1 in it and 2 additional bits in the handle. So the bit load is customized. It allows you to store it like so when it's in your pocket. And then you'll see it is a fully functional screwdriver with a 2-inch bit. So it allows you to get in and utilize it anywhere. With the Pick, it's created additional branding options. Now, branding has been always, even all the way back to our original package in 1988, You'll notice in this package here it says Northern Building Supplies. Now our logo capability is much better than it ever was. This was done with a pad printer. We now use inline laser printers and etching. So you notice that on this screwdriver here, we have the customer's name, their logo. We can do very rich, intense graphics. It doesn't scratch off. And part of this branding is important, because if we're selling a retail store, why not put your good name next to ours? And so the Pick allows us to have a huge printable surface and allows us to do very intense graphics. We do this for lumber yards. We can also print QR codes for flyer opportunities. So the Pick we see as an amazing door opener. It also is a really nice price point, you know, sub $5 retail, and allows you to promote your good business name. In addition to our drivers being an attractive counter display merchandisers, we of course also do everything in a blister pack. So it's your choice whether you want to have blister cards or whether you want to have bulk displays, which of course would also have our Picquic name header card on the top, sits on the counter nice and attractive. We can do both. We can print and put in packages. We can print and put in the counter displays. So this is just a quick introduction to our lineup. If you have any questions, I'll attach some PDF marketing material, and I would love to come down and make a formal presentation on our line if time permits. Thanks. Have a great day.